I've been teaching at AUC for 42 years. I came here in 1980, and it's been a wonderful opportunity because Cairo is at the centre of the Islamic world. It's enabled me to travel to neighbouring countries, and I've seen an awful lot of Islamic art which I've been able to incorporate in my research. I've been working on several articles recently. One of them is on Mamluk stucco. Or really not just Mamluk stucco, although that's the bulk of the article. It's on stucco in Cairo, which starts off in a big way with the Mosque of Ibn Tulun. One spectacular aspect of it that one should keep in mind when thinking about all of the stucco decoration in Cairo is that it would have been highly colourful. The colour, sadly, in all of the medieval examples has disappeared. But you can see some restorations in other parts of the world, in the Alhambra in Spain, for instance, that shows you just how vividly stucco decoration looks when the original paint has been preserved. There was quite extensive stucco used also in the Fatimid and Mamluk periods. And here too, one of the fascinating aspects is the degree to which the artisans in Cairo profited from the presence of craftsmen from other parts of the Islamic world. We see Iranian influence, for example, in a number of different monuments, such as there's one magnificent mihrab in a shrine on the top of the Muqattam Hills called the Mosque of Al-Guyushi. Probably the most spectacular monument is the Mausoleum of Qalaun, which is right in the heart of the old city, and itself is one of the most spectacular medieval monuments in the country, or in the Islamic world even. There's actually something that I highlighted in the article that I wrote, an incredible variety of stucco on the upper walls of the inside of the mausoleum, which even haven't been looked at or published in any detail before. But the fun is looking at these closely, and then you observe that at first sight, when the pattern looks to be completely symmetrical, there are details that vary from one side to the other. So these weren't done from a stencil, for instance. They were done by craftsmen working by eye and by hand, and they varied things as they saw fit, just to make it look more interesting, perhaps. For some strange reason, although it's an important part of the history of architecture in Cairo, nobody has ever published an article on the development of stucco decoration in Mamluk Egypt. So features such as the impact of foreign craftsmen, the extent to which you have local developments versus imported ideas, is something that has been examined piecemeal before, but never as a whole.